I'm going to go over some of the details on this form and just talk about some of the things that need to be done on it. So I fill it all out. First of all, we always have to use this link here. This is the important link that we're always on. So this is the way it's tracked. So you go here, okay? Then you fill out your first name, your last name, the email. It always has to be a unique email, and we need it to go to the next page, okay? So if they don't have an email or they don't want to give it, just put their first name and the last name, and then put at noemail.com. So here's what I want to do. So noemail.com if they don't have an email, okay? So then you would put in their phone number that we have, obviously, and you're going to ask them if they have another phone number. So if they do, then great, put that in. It allows us to be able to contact them at an easier rate and the leads to convert better. So very important to try to get that other phone number as well. Okay, if they don't have it, that's okay. So the street, city, state, zip, all of those are self-explanatory. Credit, they have to have over 700 credit. If they don't, then do not send it through. Okay. I'll come back to this one. On the shade, they have to have like 80% shade on their home. If they have shade on their house, it really doesn't work. So the shade's a very important thing. So if they have shade, then don't do it. It has to be like no shade or 80% light on their roof. So one of the important things with shade is that in Massachusetts, if the roof is facing east or west, so this way, east or west, if it's facing that way, it's no good. It can be in New York, it can be facing north or south or east and west, and when they're good. But Massachusetts, no east and west. It can only be facing north and south. So that's something to remember. On the electric usage, if you can't put in a symbol, you just have to put in numbers. So if it's $100, just put in 100. And so that's it on this. If you put in a symbol and you try to click it, it won't work. So like I was talking about with the shading, east and west, if it's a perfect roof is facing north and south, so straight up and down. East and west is side to side this way, and so you just kind of grade it. If it's perfect north and south, then that's going to be an A+. If it's a little bit north, it's north and south, but it's a little bit east and west, kind of like this guy here. If this was straight down the middle, if the roof was straight, this is a flat roof, but if it was straight down the middle, this would be a little bit east and west, but mostly north and south. So you just do that. Again, Massachusetts, only north and south. New York, either way. Then the electric company. They only have a few on here. So typically you'll have to put in the electric companies here. Let me, actually, I'll just bring up a quick list of. So right here, these are the electric companies: Con Edison, National Grid, LIPA, Instar, Unitil, Wemco, and Orange and Rockland. So those are the only ones that we work with. If they don't have, if they're not with one of these electric companies, we can't work with them. So I will go back to our form. And so what we do is we put in these, so we'll say O and R for Orange and Rockland. You can make the abbreviation if you want. And then the last thing is very important. If there's a tree on a side that's putting shade on the house, but they have said they took this, because Google Maps is old, it just has old pictures typically. If this tree is gone and it's casting shade over the house or something like that, you need to leave the notes in there. What will happen is we'll just go through it and we'll assume it's bad. So if the tree is gone and they said that, those notes definitely have to be left there. So before you can submit it, you have to map it. So click the map button, and then I just put in a generic address, but you click the map button and then you save it. So once it's saved, you come here and it'll bring you to this page. If it's any color here, and all you have to do is just click it and you're done. If there's ever a question where you have to transfer it to Roof Diagnostics, what you'll do is that actually info, even though you click save, it's not saved, though it's saved once you click this right here. Either this or you set a time with it. So if you set a time with it, awesome. But if for some reason they have questions and you live transfer them over, then to save their information, you have to click it here. So you click it here. Then the last thing you have to do is you have to go back to the home solar pricing link. So it'll come here, but you have to go to the home solar pricing / TwinSun Twin PHP. So you have to come back to this. This is the way it's tracked. Okay, so that's basically the breakdown.